Okay, let me start with Alpha. Okay, Muslim. Okay, for your knowledge, this is our second last chapter. So it means that we going to have another one chapter, last chapter. Okay, chapter number 8. So and after chapter number 8, I will provide a next assignment. Okay, so you need to complete the another both assignment for coursework. For coursework. So roughly we already have our final exam timetable. Okay, as WhatsApp. Okay. So today, this is a very important chapter. Okay, because this this topic actually designed to meet one of our PO, program outcome. Okay, I not detail up the PO. Okay, but we actually we try to discuss what the meaning of project management. Okay, before we go through the next slide. Okay, before we go more further on the project management. Okay, you need to understand what is project. Okay, what is project? So anyone, what is project? Okay, so if you define project, you need to determine a few parameter. What is that?
Goals, objective,
Okay, sorry, Raja.
objective,
Objective. Okay, okay. Next. Okay, Raja say objective. Okay, next.
problem statement,
Problem statement. Okay,
costing,
okay.
costing,
What else? Raja?
costing,
Cost. Okay, like what else?
time schedule,
Huh?
time schedule,
Time, schedule. Okay, what else? Anyone else? Aja? Aja Sophia? Dinesh? What else? To define a project, you need to consider a few parameter. Okay, Raja said the parameter are objective, problem statement, cost, and time schedule. What else? Bukhari, Firdaus, Nazmi? Ada orang tak ada orang ni. Saya pun confused. Inilah sampai sekarang saya tak puas hati dengan online ni.
ada lah, ada.
Eh. Anything else, Raja?
Uh, Group members, the team,
Sorry?
team members,
Team member. Okay, team member. Okay.
Target,
Budget.
target,
Cost?
profit
Cost also
loss,
budget lah Okay. Okay. Rifki, Sani. Apa lagi agak-agak?
tengok tak?
Sorry? Okay,
Planning,
apa lagi? Sorry, ha. Apa dia lagi? Okay.
Quality.
Quality. Quality. Boleh juga lah quality Okay, lagi. Okay. Thank you, Amirul. Anything else? Rifki?
Planning, Doktor.
Sorry?
Planning.
Huh?
Planning.
Planning. Okay, planning tak ada masalah. Good try. Okay, apa lagi? Apa lagi?
Teknik.
Teknik. Teknik Teknik Oh, Cik Aisyah ni. Okay. Lagi?
Solution.
Sorry? Special plan. Problem. Identify risk. Plan. Dinesh. Okay. Project plan ni sama lah. Okay. Project is a plan. Okay. Project one of the plan. Okay. So when we talking about project, so if you go through internet, you will find a lot of definition. Okay. So a lot of definition. Okay. But you need to understand that when you decide what mean by project, okay. So project, okay, sometimes if you refer a job advertisement, right? So the some of the job position, okay, they call it project engineer, okay, project manager, okay. So what is project? Okay, or this project, okay. So the project, okay, some they use 4M. What is 4M?
Man, machine,
4M.
method, material.
Man,
Machine,
machine,
method,
method,
material.
material. Okay. So, but okay, if you go another browsing. Okay. So you will find project. Okay, can be summarized as this like this. Project. Okay. First about time. Okay. Time. Time. What is the critical time in the project?
Deadline.
Deadline. That's perfect. Deadline. 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 Okay. What else?
Ideal time.
Huh?
Ideal time.
Idea time.
Tak tahu.
Okay. About your idea time. Okay. Ini processing time
Processing.
Processing time. Circle time. Okay. Let's say circle time Yeah. Okay. Our standard time. Okay. What else?
Delay.
This one we call it is allowance Allowance.
Allowance.
Allowance. So allowance ni consider delay Okay. This one this one is bonus time. But the critical one is still the deadline. Okay. So okay, let's say somebody else come to you. Let's say Cairo Ashraf. Okay. Me Azrin. Okay. Saya ada project ni. Okay. So Azrin katanya, bila you nak? Sama juga Sama juga kalau you belajar scheduling. Okay. Dalam IE for example. So dia tanya contoh. Okay, jumpa teller kan. Soalan pertama dia tanya apa?
Bila nak?
Bila nak? Betul, perfect Raja. Bila nak? Lepas tu you tanya apa pula? What you reply?
Berapa lama ambil nak buat?
Betul, perfect. You kan tanya, bila paling cepat boleh siap? That's a normal question, similar to project. Okay, let's say, the special project mean there the specific time. If some activity has specific time, we call it project. Clear? Okay. If they know, if do not, if the activity or an event do not have specific time, Like pergi makan, ambil makanan, makan. That's one no specific time. We never call it project. Clear? So for okay? Okay, Raja, Dinesh, Kumar. Okay. So, okay, you know already the deadline. So what need you consider? What else? Cost. Okay, cost atau budget budget. Cost. Okay, you nak bila? Apa budget? Ha, macam tu. Okay. So what are you offer? Are you offer you 10 million? Okay. If they offer 10 million, okay, and you we calculate the cost.
ஓ சீக்கிரம் போய்
If
ஆல்மாரிக்குள்ளே ஒழிஞ்சுக்கோ.
okay, the project
ஓடி போய்
okay,
சீக்கிரம் ஆல்மாரிக்குள்ளே ஒழிஞ்சுக்கோ.
I mean worse, okay, berbaloi, then you can accept it. Let's say you have project, okay, in certain time, okay, lepas tu cost dia, they offer the price, I mean lower, the higher than the cost, I mean beyond the cost
விளையாடலாம்.
okay,
போய்
so
கேளு
it's not good,
டாட்
beyond the
எங்கே
cost okay lah, ni under
டாட்
cost,
எடுத்துலாடு அங்கே தான்
so
எங்கேயாவது
the cost, let's say the cost is 10k, okay, cost is 10k, but the price is 9k, it's not good
போயிட்டு வா.
business, it's not good project, because below the cost, I mean the offer is I mean less. I mean not profitable. I mean not loss Okay, okay, it's not good Okay. So first, the second is cost First, you have specific time. Okay, to perform the activity. Okay, then the activity also involve specific cost. I mean specific offer. If this offer, I mean worse, okay, berbaloi or a profit. So that's good. That's good. That's good project, and you consider it as a project. Otherwise, you must reject because the offer. I mean, not. I mean, not good for you because when you accept the offer, you need to add cost, and the cost is higher than the offer price. That's not good That's not good. Okay. What else need to consider? Okay, just now you mentioned man, right? Man, we call it resource. Okay, resource depends Okay. So under resource ni what? Manpower.
equipment,
What else? Equipment. Okay, apa lagi? Machinery.
machinery.
Okay. Raw material. Okay, raw material. Raw material ataupun we call inventory. Okay. Contoh you nak order some product. Okay. Let's say we specific time 2 hari. Sedangkan you not, I mean not not keep your supply. So if you receive special order, you need to order your supply as well. And I mean they require, let's say, more than 2 days. So it means that you are not able to meet today the deadline because the logistic for material over 2 days. So it means that you can accept the project as well. Okay. So next is capacity. Okay, capacity. Okay, what is capacity mean? Our strength,
Capability lah.
capability, yes. Capacity, capability. So capability is one of the capacity capability. So capability, okay. Sometimes we can consider resource as per. Okay. So capacity mean how big. I mean how big your warehouse. How big? I mean how many can produce in one day based on your, your resource capacity. Okay. So that's why you need to consider many things, because in a specific project, they will involve many variables. If you were not able to consider all the variables, you will misunderstanding, okay, overlook, and many others. Okay. So for okay, you need to understand what a project is, then we can proceed to the next slide. Okay, so for okay, okay, and the latest one is what Nazmi highlight in the chat box. Okay, risk, risk, risk. Risk is something not good. Okay, risk, it talk about the success factor, success rate. Yeah. So risk, okay, sometimes if you're not able to perform the project, you need to know how to mitigate the risk. Okay, mitigate. Okay, let's say if you're not able to perform this project within specific deadline. Okay, okay, what the best is to mitigate the risk. Hidayah, Hidayah Jamil, macam mana nak mitigate risk tu? Azim, macam mana nak mitigate risk tu? Kalau kita dapat projek tapi kita tak sempat nak buat, saya nak buat. Tak jual? Ni
Ah,
tak dengar. Najwa macam mana nak buat? Ataupun cerita contoh kita tak ada resource tapi kita dapat projek tu. Tiba-tiba one of the expert berhenti. So macam kita nak buat? Return back the project. Macam mana kita nak kurangkan risk? Macam mana kita nak mitigate the risk?
Outsource.
Yes, the perfect answer Nazmi. Outsource lah. Kan? Hire contractor luar. Gitu pun. At least project tu can perform as required, as a deadline. And then you also gain profit from the project. Okay, betul tu Nazmi. Perfect answer lah. Okay. Okay. So let's move to the outline. Okay, the slide outline. Okay. So this chapter, okay, we cover introduction of project management, defining a project, estimate time cost, developing project plan. Okay. So saya skip ini. Okay. So kalau ikut buku lah, buku, if you refer textbook, okay, the project can be defined as a complex. What the meaning of complex? Anyone?
very tough, very hard,
Huh?
very tough.
Very hard. Good try. Good try, Raja. Any other answer? Joey, try.
Complications.
Of course lah, complex. Okay, what the basic definition for complex? Adila? Complex. Okay, shopping complex kan? Kenapa dipanggil shopping complex? Adila? Jadi confused ni, ada tak ada ni kan? Okay. Not Alia. Okay, involve many party and procedure. Perfect, Joey. Thank you for the answer. Okay. So when the project is a complex, complex mean have more variable, have more than two variable. Okay. As our discussion earlier, so project have at least time, deadline, risk, cost, resource, capacity, and this variable, okay, is complex. I mean more than two. So they have a few data, okay. So it's not just single data, yeah. Nak makan kat mana? That's it. That's simple. Okay. So that's why that when I mean we define shopping complex, it means that they have more than one retailer. Okay, retail shop. They have many shop. Okay. So a complex non-routine. Okay, non-routine that mean non-routine mean they have specific deadline. Okay, difference demand or capacity. Okay, or production rate, okay, demand, capacity, okay, one-time effort limited by time, okay, budget, resource, performance, specification, designed to meet customer need, okay, okay. So a project has major characteristic, okay, has an established objective, okay, which means that specific. We're talking about objective means specific, okay. So it's not like I mean a routine, okay? Because routine is a difference, huh? Okay. So specific objective. That's why PSM we call it project, and a project must have objective. Why we need to establish the objective? Because we want to know that the scope and what is your focus for particular project. Okay. Have defined lifespan with a beginning and an end. Okay. Require across the organizational participation. This one depend on the project, okay. But if the a small company, they will involve all. But big company, only certain I mean manpower involved. Only some department involved. Okay, so involve doing something never done before because okay, why I consider this because you do not have data, okay. You do not have record, you do not have any archive about this, okay. That's why the project is complex. Contoh, okay, tailor nak buat baju, okay. So different body size, different people have different body size, so there are no standard, okay. But okay, if you using mass production, and that one is not project. That's why if you want to customize your, I mean, when you ask tailor to prepare your bush jacket, for example, that one is considered a project. Okay, is something never been done before, but you have experience on similar project or I mean a task or activity. Has specific time, cost, and performance requirement. What the meaning of performance? Anyone? Anyone?
Scale of
Meaning of performance.
progress.
Sorry? Progress. Okay. Any other answer? Good try, Raja. Any other? Azmi? Saya confuse ni. Ada tak ada semua ni? Ruhaida? Ada. Belinda. Adik Belinda kan? Belinda? Performance requirement. What do you mean of performance? Sorry? Confused saya ni. Ada tak ada ni? Ajar? One more time? Performance. Cara kerja. No. Najwa, good try. Belinda? Action software system. Salah Raizat Action no. Not really But Fidaus. But good try. Achievement. No. In other words, we call it as spec. Dengar tak spec? Specification. Okay? Specification. So what determine in this specification? So-called performance requirement. Contoh kalau buat kereta, mesti kereta tu boleh moving. Okay? Kalau buat kapal terbang tu boleh fly. If you develop boat, the boat tu boleh floating. Kalau buat pen boleh menulis. Kalau you buat pen tak boleh menulis, it means that you not meet the performance requirement. Okay? Okay, so to define the performance requirement is so called as specification. It means that different project have different specification. Okay, so the specification, okay, the best is you able to identify which, let's say the teller know which part require specific specification ataupun requirement. So they just do measure on specific part only because they know that that one is very critical. Okay. So far okay? Raja okay?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
okay, Prof. Okay.
Okay. So project define a series of coordinate, okay, related multiple project that continue over an extended time are and are extended to achieve a goal. The higher level group of project targeted at a common goal. Okay, contoh completion of required course in project management. Okay, assignment pun sama Okay. Okay. So how to differentiate routine work and with project? Okay. This is a routine repetitive work taking class note, daily entering, respond. Kalau project writing the term paper, that means specific ataupun buat PSM. Okay, specific. Okay. Daily entering sale. So this is an example. I think just pass through. Okay. So this is a normal project life cycle. That's why don't be surprised in the first, the first fasa. Okay. Similar to PSM, your PSM as well. If you unclear what to do, if you don't clear what actually need to focus, what is what actually the best to meet the specification, it take longer time and and extra effort. Okay, but if you able to meet all the criteria, so your effort will be less. Okay, that's why this this uh the company sometimes looking for experience. Why they looking for experienced employee? Because they can shorten the learning curve. Okay, learning curve. Even they can hire why they hire experience? Because the experience, okay, already have good package of knowledge. Okay, they will shorten the process, and and the effort to meet the objective. Okay, so this is a common. Okay, every stage has a learning curve. Okay, but depend on your experience. And believe me, if you success in specific project and the next project, okay, when you experience something, you actually not start from the scratch. You start with your experience. Okay, similar to any other. Kalau you main game kat komputer, okay, mula-mula you first time you main game, let's say PUBG, saya tak nak main macam mana, tapi saya assume saja. I think first time main kalah, okay, tapi second time main dah makin mudah, kan? 10 kali main dah edited already, dah lagi dah sebab senang kan, dah mudah. So that's why if you meet all the level, so you will upgrade. The upgrade actually to challenge yourself, okay, to make sure that you are ready for the next. Similar to project life cycle, okay, every fasa have different challenge. If you able to meet, okay, meet the expectation, if you able to define the performance criteria or specification, that's good enough. Okay, so the goal, the specification, task, responsibility is very critical. Who will involve, who will take care of this project, who will monitor, who will be IC, okay, who, okay. So if you clear all these things, okay, so we come to the level planning. So planning is another one, and ada critical problems, okay. Executing is another problem, and closure is another activity of critical problems, okay. But believe it or not, if you success, if you experience in dream project, okay, I do believe that, okay, you can shorten the process, and all the effort, become less, okay, and make sure that when you have chance to join industry, okay, you try to adopt as many as possible experience in the industry, because based on your experience, you can, enhance your potential level, okay, and make sure that in the interview you able to answer all the question, for example, and try to relate the answer with project, okay, project management, okay. So project manager, okay, manage temporary, not repetitive activity and frequently act independent of the former organization. Okay, must induce, okay, the right people at the right time to address the right issue and make right decision. This is very critical. Okay, that's why normally during bidding process, okay, marketing manager will join, okay, the meeting process and try to bid the best for the company. If bidding is success, so they need to determine who become PIC. Project manager. Okay, so normally project manager is among of the trusted man in the company. Okay, if you join the project manager, there's a very busy job. Okay, the allowance for active time also high, because to earn atau to get to the project is not easy. Okay, you need to beat. Okay, you need to have teaching skill. Okay, you need to make somebody else trust you. Okay, you need to convince them. Okay, to convince them. How to convince them? Offer them with specific variable. Okay, show off your capacity. Tell them your strength. Okay, tell them your resource strength. So by show them your strength, you able to convince people, especially the customer, okay, to choose your company, you or yourself, as project manager. Okay. So far, okay? Belinda? Okay, okay. Thank you, Raja, for the response. Okay. So, factor leading to increased use of project management, compression of project lifecycle. Okay. You need to know that, okay, if you accept the project, you need to know that the project have or long product lifecycle. Let's say if you involve some in logistic, okay, if you involve in project logistic project, you need consider that the logistic life cycle. If you dealing with, let's say, drug, drug or drug product, medicine or whatever, and you have to know that one thing, okay, in any country, including Malaysia, okay, they have specific rule, okay. You are cannot you are not you are not able to produce something. Okay, you cannot simply doing something with ignoring or neglect to understand our regulation. If you fail to comply the compulsory regulation, especially for food industry, food product, chemical product, okay. So your license can be terminated, okay, by government. Okay. Acknowledge knowledge explosion. Three bottom line, planet, people, profit. Before this, they used triple bottom line. Now they use sustainability. Okay. Also similar to this triple bottom line. Okay. So corporate, okay, downsizing, okay, increase customer process, small project represent big problem. Okay. So I want to highlight here, okay. So now, if you go through many project, if you go through project advertisement, if you go through tender advertisement, okay, you will find about this. Now we look for green approach. If you able to improve that your method, okay, is a green approach, then your company have great advantage. Great advantage. So, benefit of integrative approach in project management. Okay, integrated integration of centralization of project management provide senior management with an overview of all project management activity, a big picture of how organizational resources are used, a risk assessment on their portfolio of project, a rough metric of the firm improvement in managing project relative to other industry, and linkages of senior manager with actual project execution. So you can read, but detail you can refer textbooks lah. Okay, textbooks. So this is a problem resulting from use piecemeal project management system do not tie together for overall strategy of the firm. Okay, fail to prioritize selection of project and therefore important of their contribution to the firm. I study one project, okay, one industry called KNM. Dah dengar tak? KNM. Dah dengar tak KNM? Tahu dah buat apa? Satu dekat Gebeng, satu dekat Bukit Bukit Rambai.
Air filter.
Hmm? Dia buat apa?
Air filter.
Air filter. Dia buat vessel part vessel. Okay, okay. So kat sini besar, besar. Besar kolom, vessel kolom. Kalau nak angkat ni lori kan. Ni tayar ni, panjang tu. 80 biji tayar. Hmm. So biasanya kalau dia nak deliver produk tu, dia akan block jalan biasanya malam-malam lah, pukul 2 3 pagi baru dia hantar deliver dekat Tanjung Keling. Kalau kat Melaka ni kat Tanjung Keling lah. Kalau kat Gebeng tu dekat dekat apa? Dekat Port Klang Port Kuantan. Okay. So yang ni memang banyak projek, and different vessel, okay, different project. All product are vessel, okay, vessel column, but the design, the function are different. Okay, even the company also, the customer also different. Okay, so sometimes if the marketing manager not work together with production manager, and sometimes problem happen. Okay, let's say contoh marketing manager, we accept a project. They know that marketing manager aware the current capacity not able to meet the spec from customer. Okay, but the marketing manager say that we are guarantee our company able to meet what has been request by customer. So let's say ada 10 tenderer nak masuk, so KNM dapat. So when they dapat, okay, they have to commit. If the production manager not able to commit as promised, as promised as by marketing manager, so dia akan jadi macam-macam lah. Okay, so that's why you need to make sure that the thing is very clear, and we work as a team. Okay, we work as a team. We not work in silo. Okay, you tak boleh kerja without a team. Okay, so this is very critical. Okay, because if your project fail, you will influence others to, you will influence, okay, or affect the staff moral. Okay, that's why in the most project, let's say kalau buat kapal kan, ship ni berapa lama nak buat, berapa lama nak bersiap satu ship?
Ano tu? Cargo.
Hmm?
Cargo.
Cargo, let's say cargo 20 meter, 30 meter.
6 months.
Kalau 100 meter,
Randomly guessing.
sometimes they require 2 year above, 2 year plus. Oh, that's why when the project done, they will celebrate lah. Okay, to show that this is a group commitment. Okay, group commitment, team commitment. Okay, because if you you have that spirit, you have that momentum, where you have good team member, I do believe that, okay, if we receive another project, we able to commit. Okay, because big project requires specific skill, especially kalau yang buat kapal ni, they're very special. Okay, marine type is very critical because the product itself is high risk, similar to aircraft. So similar. That's why every single component have certificate. Sub component also have their own certificate, because anything happen to the aircraft, let's say like MH17, right? MH17. So first, we study the black box. Okay, so through the black box, they want to identify the technical error. That's what there is a procedure. Okay, for manufacturer, we looking for that. Okay, if let's say, okay, the accident due to technical error, okay, and the component actually produced by CTRM, for example. So CTRM must responsible to the accident. Okay, that's why you need to be careful. And as CTRM, as I mentioned in earlier discussion, you need to know how to mitigate the risk. Okay, That's why you we have insurance to make sure that anything happen, the insurance company will pay the cost Okay. So far okay. Okay. So this integrated management project. Okay. Strategic alignment, portfolio, project management. Why they call it strategic alignment? What alignment stand for? Bukhari. Tak dengar suara ni Bukhari. Why they mention alignment there? Anyone? Bukhari ada tak ada ni? Confuse saya ni. Dalam 48 orang.
Apa doktor? Apa profesor?
Okay. Why they mention strategic alignment? What is alignment refer to?
Alignment refer to the limitation lah, maybe limitation that.
Limitation.
No, I mean like how you say, you cannot go beyond a specific thing, maybe.
No. Okay. The alignment. Okay. Thank you Raja for the response. Okay. So the alignment refer to all the variable, the time, the deadline, the cost, the resource, capacity, and all need to be aligned. Okay. If you overlook, if all the parameter misaligned, so that's not good lah. That's not good. Okay. So that's why they try to align to make sure that everything align. Okay. If you I mean you have good capacity, okay, you have good I mean you have good cost, okay, because it's but recently your resource not good. I mean they have turnover and most of them less experience in project, in specific project. So that's why you need to align. So against what being answered by Nazmi, if not mistaken, right? So dia kata, if you not able to do that, okay, sometimes we able to hire third party ataupun outsource the expert, okay, to help the process going well. Okay. Okay, so I think that's all yang ni slide ni awak boleh baca. Okay, and basically what I trying to say here is, okay, in a project they need to have I mean specific or strategic alignment. Okay, and this the current slide shows the step so this slide refer to a textbook. Okay, if you read another textbook, they will show you different idea how to manage or define a project. But don't worry, okay, most of the book, okay, talking about same thing, okay, but they use different terminology, okay, terminology. Okay, so the first type in defining the project, okay, defining the project scope, okay, the project scope mean the deadline, okay, establish project priority. Let's say if you have a few project, so you need to do the priority analysis, okay, creating the work breakdown structure, okay, integrating work breakdown structure with the organization, coding work breakdown structure for the information. Why the coding is important? Because in special case, okay, they mean they will involve many almost similar name. Okay, for example, like screw. So screw. So we have many type of screw, and we also do have many size of screw. Okay, so if you not able to provide the specific coding, okay, so the error So you actually dealing with error. Okay. So that's why they propose a coding. Okay. And now most company looking for real time activity. So they're also using RFID, RFID, and sometimes they use barcode. RFID stand for what dia? What dia RFID stand for? Anyone? RFID?
Radio frequency identification.
Sorry?
Radio frequency identification.
Okay, good. Okay. Saya nak tunjuk video. Sekejap eh. Saya nak tunjuk video sekejap eh. Boleh ke?
Boleh doktor, boleh. Boleh profesor.
Ini pun contoh. Kita ambil YouTube eh. Banyak contoh kat YouTube eh. Alamak. Macam mana nak buat sound tak tahu ni. Maknanya tak keluar eh. Aduh. Okay, tak apalah.
பட் இந்த லீடிங் ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கு. கரெக்டாக தான் சொல்கிறாங்க. ஒப்பீனியனை மதிக்கல. ஆனால் நீ தான் அந்த ஒப்பீனியன் சொல்கிற.
Alamak, tak dengar suara eh. Mana nak buat suara eh. Tak dengar suara eh. Aduh. Ini sampel eh. Dia buat scanning je. Saya minta maaf, saya pun tak tahu macam mana dia tak keluar eh. Tapi tak apa, you boleh go through RFID, okay. Tapi most company are now looking for RFID technology, okay. And for your knowledge, RFID also one of the industrial 4.0 pillar, okay. Okay. Instead of using barcode, they using RFID. Tapi not all company in Malaysia ready for RFID, but most of them are now looking for it. Okay, looking for it. Okay. So I want to tell you, okay, coding is very critical. Okay. That's why sekarang ni contoh in Malaysia the most favorite apps adalah My Sejahtera lah, right? My Sejahtera. When we go when we nak enter the premise, okay, they ask you to scan, okay, the code. It means that when you scan the code, they can monitor your, I mean, your visit location. So that's good for a government to trace your ability, the ability of you. Okay, okay. So ini is example of designer project scope. Okay, if you have question, just let me know. Okay, because they we I mean uh next week I will give you assignment two. Okay, and the assignment two related to this topic. Okay, so okay, so project objective deliverable. Maksudnya apa ni deliverable? Maksudnya apa? Ini deliverable ni apa maksudnya?
Finish on time.
Huh?
Finish on time.
Okay. Deliverable is tangible item. Tangible. Okay, tangible. What is the meaning of tangible? Tangible. Tangible. Tangible means something you can count, I mean, measure. I mean, let's say, okay, how many involved, cost, something like visible data. Okay, you need to clear cut. Okay, deliverable sometimes we refer to the performance specification ataupun performance requirement. Okay, so milestone refer to deadline. So deadline, technical requirement, limit and exclusion, review with customer. Okay. So term and definition also okay. Project charter. Okay, this one also very critical. Okay. Establishing project priority, trade-off, budget, cost scheduling for scope. Okay, managing priority trade-off. Okay, of course, we cannot I mean cannot overlook the quality. Okay, quality is the first. Okay, every single process must consider quality wise. Okay, so this is a project priority metric. Okay, so this one very special. Okay, in the textbook they would suggest they suggest work breakdown structure, also called as WBS. Okay, so WBS is an hierarchical outline. Okay, kita tengok yang bawah ni contoh ada. Okay, so this is a hierarchical breakdown of the WBS. Okay, so make the team aware about this. Okay, make the team aware what happened. Okay, and they know what is the timeline. Okay, then have the merger. Okay, facilitate and blah blah blah. Okay, this one is very important because why I mentioned so important. Okay, by having this, you need, okay, you able to decide who actually the PIC. Okay, because uh, there are no volunteer in project. Okay, in developing project or in defining project. Okay, there are no volunteer. You need to clear cut who responsible, who the in charge. Okay, similar to assignment as well. So masa nak bagi tugas, okay, you buat ni, you buat ni, you buat ni. Okay, kita ada 5 rubrik, you buat ni, you buat ni, you buat ni. Okay, sebab tu bila katakan dalam ni sama juga work breakdown structure. Okay, kita kena buat ni, kena buat ni, kena buat ni. You faham tak apa? Okay, faham. So this is very critical. If you fail to determine or break down the structure, okay, you will overlook. Overlook yang kita tak nak ni. Oh sorry, saya overlook. No. We are not consider that answer. Okay. So work package, okay, define what, okay, cost how much and milestone, and because every single activity have different different process. So that's why you need to strategize. Okay, you need to implement concurrent. Concurrent. What is concurrent? Concurrent. What is concurrent? Concurrent. Anyone? Concurrent. Azmi, Rifki,
We have
Bukhari.
no idea.
Concurrent. Concurrent mean parallel. Okay. Ataupun dalam bahasa dia at same time. Okay. Okay. Raja doing this and at the same time or the while, okay, Amar Razik doing this. Okay, Raja. So you design the work going parallel, I mean concurrent. Concurrent. So there are no delay, there are no waiting. Okay. If let's say, okay, so Amar Razik, okay, we doing atau we perform the job after Raja. That's not good. Okay, Amar Razik doing the activity or perform the job while, okay, Raja doing something else which also contribute to the project as well. Boleh faham Raja macam tu, okay tak?
Boleh.
That one concurrent. So they try to reduce the waiting time. They try to use the so-called idle, idle, idle time, because this is not good. That's not good in work in industry lah. Okay, so so this one, okay, more detail. Okay, that's why you need to strategize. That's why a project manager have a few project engineer. Let's say this is one project engineer, this one project engineer, this one project engineer, and they can and the project manager compile and conclude. So to ensure that everyone align with their master plan. Okay, the sub plan. So project manager have master plan. Okay, in the master plan, this data may not include. They just focus on the big item only. The detail one we prepare by the PIC, the in charge of project engineer.
Ya dah,
So here, okay, by having WBS, you can convene to management, okay, you can convene to management that you require at least 7 project engineer. Okay, if you able to determine this plan and propose to management that you require 7 project engineer, so the HR will advertise, okay, they require 7 new project engineer. Okay, because in industry they cannot simply decide, oh, I want 7 based on what. So in industry you need to strategize. You need 7 because of this activity, this job. Okay, because in any project they may involve or may have 7, I mean, subcategory or sub project. So that's why you require 7 project engineer. Okay, so HR pun buat iklan, so they hire, okay, I want 7 project engineer. So do you know what is the meaning of project? Okay, what project engineer should perform? So if you're able to answer something like this, so project manager will be happy. It means that you know what actually happening in certain project or particular project management. Okay, so coding is something as very critical. Okay, so you can use this coding. Okay, this coding. Okay, because uh they sometimes have different or similar sound or similar name. Contoh kat sini kan, kalau dalam kelas ni ada nama yang sama kan. Apa nama yang sama? Amirul kan, Amirul. Okay, Amirul mana satu? Dah ni dah. Amirul yang mana? Okay, contoh Muhammad. Okay, Muhammad. Muhammad yang mana satu ni? Muhammad Zulkarnain ke? Muhammad Hairi? Muhammad Firdaus? Muhammad Fikri? Muhammad Nazmi? So, you need to provide coding if your project, okay, have almost similar name. So kalau kata, okay, kalau saya tekan code, sebab tu kat UTM ni kita guna metric number. So we do searching using metric number. This is our code. Kalau Malaysia, dia guna apa Malaysia? Azri. Kalau Malaysia dia guna apa kod dia? Azri? Kat Malaysia guna apa kod dia? Kalau Malaysia. Teruk ni. Hazim? Confuse saya ni. Ada tak ada ni?
Kod mana doktor yang untuk ni ke?
Kod apa yang digunakan kat Malaysia ni?
Barcode lah. For product or
Kod.
for this searching this thing.
No, they use IC.
For people.
IC number. Your IC number is a code. Unique code. Okay? Dia mesti unik. Dia tak boleh sama. Only you have the code. If you refer your IC number, that one is very unique. Dia tak boleh jadi twice, dua kali. Kalau saya masuk kod ni, dia tak jadi. Dia jadi Raja saja. Dia tak jadi Firdaus atau Azri. You got what I mean? So, in industry, in project, in very complex project, they require, they require specific code. Okay, in Malaysia, they have nombor kad pengenalan. Okay, in UTM, we have nombor kad metrik. Okay, when you present your card metric number, okay, I know that you are FTKMP student. Okay, let's say B09. P meaning degree, 09 mean fakulti FTKMP. Okay, sesi semester 1 tahun 2001. This is your running number. This is a code, specific code. Understand? So far okay? Raja? I don't know, I think. Yalah, ini mic rosak. Mic rosak apa ni? Raja.
Boleh je.
Okay. Thank you, Raja. Okay. So this is a responsible metric, okay? Because you need to know that your resource strength, need to understand that, need to make sure as well your staff able to meet what have been planned, okay, in strategic alignment. Okay, so let's say, when you do WBS, you able to decide this one. Okay, Richard, Dan, Dave, Linda, Elizabeth. Okay, so this is very critical because if you not present this table, for example, you may not able to understand, or you may not aware what other team member did and doing. So contoh kalau kita cakap, Richard, let's say something happen, okay, let's say develop draft questionnaire, not good, let's say. So, so, uh, so, let's say Elizabeth found that this question is not related to the project. So, in this case, Richard will be blamed. Okay, Richard, you are the PIC. Why you are not doing blah 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 blah. So sometimes based on this table, okay, anything happen, we know who we can point to lah. Dia pun nak salahkan eh. Okay. So uh, I think that's all. Okay, for this topic. Okay, this one actually already discussed. Okay, but you can read as a further reading, further reading. Okay, so we have many approach. Okay, but the rest is already defined. Okay. Okay, direct cost, overhead cost. Okay, so talking about cost. Okay, normally we have direct cost. Okay, and indirect cost. Indirect cost we call it also as overhead cost. Overhead cost. Overhead cost. So this one is okay, both indirect but require. Okay. Okay. So okay, I just provide you this the note, and I hope you go through, and if you do not understand, just let me know. Okay. So I will judge your understanding through assignment. Okay. If you able to understand what uh assignment need, then I think you okay lah. Okay. Okay. So this one is a work package to network. Okay. Some manager prefer to I mean to have network. Okay. So they want to know who will start the project, who in between, and who is the last. Okay. So they want to know that the time you spend for process A, process B until the project I think complete. Okay. So this one I think you already learn in uh, last year, right? Betul tak belajar? Dah belajar ni kan? Okay, but I cannot skip this. Okay, I need to show it again because it also related to your previous previous lecture. Okay, so uh,
This one.
no worry. Okay, so basically this network, this activity network. Okay, diagram. Uh, if you refer other textbook, they will suggest their approach, but all the data are same. They have here they have earlier finish, earlier start. Okay,
This is more
that's
complicated.
okay. It depends. If you familiar with this, I think
Familiar, but this one, this style, dia tulis apa ni?
mm, true. Depend on you lah. Okay. This textbook, okay, propose this one because for them this one is the best. So if you if you refer the other one, they also have their own stand. They mentions that their is the best. So I want to show you this. Okay, this is additional. The other type of network. Okay, but the approach is the same. I want to tell you that there are many type of network, not network analysis activity, uh, but all are okay, Raja. Okay, if you familiar with the previous one, then just proceed. Okay, I uh, from my reading lah. I found, I think, almost 10 type, okay, of activity on not network, okay, because in different textbook, okay, inference book, they will suggest their own style because they cannot copy the other idea, because if they copy the other idea, especially the shape, okay, so they will become, I mean, plagiat lah. That's why they propose their own. But the theory is the same, okay. They have slack time, earlier start, earlier finish, last start, earlier finish. But it's okay. Eh, nothing wrong, okay. But uh, less company using this in Malaysia. But certain company have it. Okay, but to be honest, this one is not popular. But I have to show you because some company have this network. Okay, okay. So uh, I think that's all. Okay, that's all for today. So next week is our last lecture. Okay, and next week I going to uh, provide next instruction for assignment. Okay, assignment. So I think that's all. Any question? Okay, I still not happy because I don't know. Uh, I mean, tak tahulah you ada tak ada and the existing of all of you lah. Okay. Okay, thank you for yang response lah. Okay, and I hope that yang tak respond tu mungkin mic dia rosak mic dia rosak. Okay, so I think that's all. Again, project management is very critical, I mean, topic, and I hope that if you attend any interview session, okay, please try to align your answer with project management criteria atau parameter. It will help you, okay. They will enhance your presentation skill or your answering skill during interview session. Okay, I think that's all. Okay, see you next week. Okay, Assalamualaikum.
Thank
Okay.
you, Professor.